Welcome to Sometime 4. Today we're working with page 49 and we're going to be talking about proportion. Today's lesson is called Proportion 1. We're going to talk about direct proportion. You can express proportion like this. 3:9 as 5:15. You see how similar it is to ratios? Don't worry about it. Let's talk about proportions. So how do we know that 3:9 as 5:15? Well, 3 equals 1 times 3. 9 equals 3 times 3. So the proportion of 3 to 9 is the same as 1 to 3. Now let's look at the second part of the problem. What is the proportion of 5 to 15? Well, again, 5 equals 1 times 5. 15 equals 3 times 5. So the proportion of 5 to 15 is the same as 1 to 3. So now we see clearly that 3 to 9 is the same proportion as 5 to 15, namely 1 to 3. You get it? So we're thinking of a ratio, a proportion of 1 to 3. So 3 to 9 and 5 to 15 are the same as 2 to what? Well, if 2 is 1, what are 3 2s? 6. So 3 to 9 and 5 to 15 is the same as 2 to 6. You get it? Let's try the next one. 6. What are 3 times 6? Because we're still talking about the proportion 1 to 3. So we have 1 6, and how much is 3 6s? 18. So we have 2 to 6, 6 to 18. You see? How about 4? We have 1 4, but we need 3 4s because the proportion is 1 to 3. How much is 3 4s? 12. So 4 to 12. So now, very quickly, we can say 3 to 9 and 5 to 15 are the same as 2 to 6, 6 to 18, 4 to 12. Let's go on a bit further. So far, we've only dealt with a proportion of 1 to 3, but there are many, many different values we can use. 4 to 8 is the same as 6 to 12, because 2 times 4, that's 8, and 2 times 6, that's 12. This proportion is 1 to 2. So we can say 2 is to 4 as 6 is to 12, because the proportion is 1 to 2. Let's try this chart. We've got A is to B as C is to D, because the proportion is, well, if we use real numbers, we can say 2 is to 8 as 3 is to 12, because the proportion is 1 to 4. You see, 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. Look at the next one. 4 is to 16 as 5 is to 20, because 4 times 4 is 16 and 4 times 5, that's 20. That's all for today. Bye.